He's like pissing and shitting blood though at this stage.
Yeah, more so than usual.
Today, on This American Dice, Dungeon World, The Hunt for the Black Stallions, Episode 2. Down deep in the catacombs of a long-forgotten and destroyed city, our adventurers find magical portals, ancient tomes, and undead minions. Plus, a weird political turn that you wouldn't expect necessarily. But here it comes. All right, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
He's just gonna just shout and have it reverberate through the whole cavern and say, "As you wish."
Okay, so I'll say like you're not really getting many of them because they're undead, and so they don't really respond to like reason or passion.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe like you cut your arm, or you're just so full of vigor that they're like, "Oh, this guy's alive." And you know how the dead hate the living, so many of the ones closer to you are drawn to you and are now like coming toward you. But still say, a significant number of them are sort of split between now chasing Bone Weevil and coming up to Lenny. So, having said that, though, the closest are upon you. So, what are you doing?
What's Len doing?
Sorry, no, the closest are upon Dormin.
This is the part where I do what barbarians do best. I'm gonna start going aggro. So when it says I'm muscle bound, whenever I wield a weapon against forceful and messy, forceful as I understand it means I'm able to like slightly push people if I successfully contact them.
Yeah.
I like sort of corral people into like as small kill zone as I can.
Or you could just push them off the edge. You're on a giant spiral that seemingly goes to the middle of nowhere.
That is a much better point. That's exactly what I've been trying to do.
All right.
Strike.
So why didn't you roll your hack and slash?
All right. 12.
Holy cow! Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll say like a significant number of them come after you, and you're basically what sort of weapon do you have?
I have a giant two-handed sword.
Yeah. So like with one swath, you're able to like knock this entire wave back into the ground or onto the edge. What does that look like?
So maybe like old-time adventure movie style, all these skeletons will run up to me in like sort of like single file line, and I'll like swing it around my head a couple times, and with one heaving blow knock them. They all go like what, and like go flying down, tumbling. You hear like the bones clattering off the walls, and the other skeletons, even though they're undead, like pause momentarily to reassess like a better strategy.
One skeleton yells, "My bones!"
Not my bones.
My arthritis.
Only I hadn't forgotten about my bonitis.
Yeah.
All right, so like, yeah, you push them off, and while you're distracted on other things, let's say like, it's like 40 seconds later that you notice there's finally some return sound. They hit the bottom, so it's like quite a depth that you're going to. All right, let's cut over to Corvid. Corvid, you see these guys disappear into the inky depths, and they're beyond bowshot. What are you doing?
Yeah, just like, God damn it, and just following them into this abyss, I guess. And this is when I see the skeleton spiral and everything, I suppose.
Yeah, you see like just this sort of horde of undead coming up one ramp, and Bone Weevil is sort of like like jumping here and there, bashing some with his books, dragging them across the ground, and then like slinking off into some corridor, like maybe a floor down.
And he kind of like disappears as well.
Well, he just he goes down like one side door, like one floor down.
Yes, maybe he was like trying to aim at Bone Weevil. He's like, God damn it, and just going to maybe just try to shoot one of these skeletons, I suppose. Then.
Okay. And are you focusing on the ones near Dormin, the Horde, or the ones near Lenny?
Oh God.
Or maybe trying to do something else entirely?
No, I guess probably Lenny needs the most, or Len. How many are on?
So, yeah, I'll say there's like 4 or 5 right around it.
Oh, no.
It's gonna be okay.
Don't forget to raise me.
Okay, so roll volley. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I believe so. So yeah, I got an 11 there.
Oh, you guys are crushing it. And
only 3 damage.
okay, I'll say you knock one of the heads of the skeleton off. It's still like still standing and swiping its like axe, and in its other hand it's holding another skeletal arm which it's using as a weapon, but it's just thrashing wildly. It's not actually doing anything. All right, so let's switch back to Leonard to learn it.
All right, so Len is like looking around at all this craziness, and he's like, I've got to get that book back, and he I think he's gonna try to kind of cut Bone Weevil off. In that, like, if it's a spiral staircase, he's almost going to try to jump down, like, on top of him to try to grab these things.
Ooh, okay.
He's going to parkour attack Bone Weevil. So his goal is to get the books. He doesn't care about Bone Weevil at all. He just has to get these books back.
So do you think you're defying the danger of the books getting destroyed? Or are you defending the books? What are you doing?
I think probably defying the danger of the books getting destroyed.
Okay, so roll your dex.
Sounds good. Got a 6 and a 2 again. So that's a 9, though.
Okay, so
Be okay at dexterity.
I will say that you run straight to the ledge of the spiral. The spiral down,
And it's like, whoa!
Yeah, you hesitate for a second, and that costs you. You still jump, and you make it. You're able to like catch up to Bone Weevil just as he's walking down one of these side corridors, and so you've closed the distance between you completely. But I'll say you land. You sort of like tweak your leg and when you fall, and so you're moving a little slower now.
Oh, jeez. Oh, ow.
All right, so back to Michael John.
David John.
Sorry, David John Michael Elijah the Third.
David John.
Make this easier. Just say David J.
Yeah.
Or Deej.
Deej.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, David John's storming from the back with a shield and sword, and I don't know that I'm gonna I'll try to help out our young Lenny.
All right, how you doing?
So is Lenny in harm's way?
He just leapt off a cliff, fell like a couple stories, and is now like I don't know, like 60 yards away from you. And there's a horde of skeletons between you and him.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
All right. Well, I'll charge to the skeletons. Make a hack and slash roll.
Okay, go for it.
Got a 5.
Interesting. All right, so I'll say you're able to like smash through a significant number of them. Maybe like close the distance between you and him, like 3/4 of the way. But along the way, you just take all of this like sort of minor damage. Each of them like hitting on you, you sort of like not caring at all. How many hit points do you have?
Got 100 at least. Let's see.
You take 100.
Okay. Shit.
at least.
Shit. Yeah, I'd have to, the math really isn't something that's taught in my church, so.
What is it?
My temple.
It is 10 plus Constitution. What's your Constitution?
Okay, my Constitution is 13, so
You take 5 damage altogether.
Okay.
Okay. So back to Dormir. What are you doing now?
Dormin?
Yeah.
All right, so what's the situation? So it seems like Len has jumped down another level. We've still got skeletons to deal with, and he's now with God Emperor Boneweevil.
Yeah, he's like right on his tail.
I'm gonna jump after him.
All right, nice. So roll your defy danger.
All right, I'm gonna figure my Herculean jump will be the crux of this roll. So I'm gonna roll strength.
That's fine.
11.
Nice. So
I jump to the end of the level.
Not only do you like somersault as you're going down, but also you land on several skeletons that were like coming behind Len and crush them in the process.
Yeah, no big deal. Genie magic. It's like I've got your back, strange young sorcerer.
We've got to get those books back.
So you hear Boneweevil in like the nearest room. He's like opened the door and there's like rummaging around, going on in there. Corvid, what are you up to?
Corvid's so annoyed. I think he's going to. So is there like a group of skeletons between him and where Boneweevil went to? Or Boneweevil.
Yeah, there are. There's like I would say, 10 or 20 of them left, but none of them are paying you any mind.
All right. I think he's gonna try and slip by into this room then.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say no particular issues with that unless you try to do anything to complicate it, like damage any of them or like help out David John along the way.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll say you're like stealthy and quickly, like no sooner is Dormin like pounded those skeletons that you're like in his shadow. I'm like, here I am.
Yeah, what's Boneweevil doing in here?
But you guys haven't followed him into the room yet.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'll say I have much to learn from you, Corvid. Clearly, this is how you've accrued such wealth. It's you have a magic of your own.
Well, the first thing I've done is not take a goblin along with us. I was telling you guys the whole time I should have killed him wherever we saw him.
Come on, sirs. We've got to get those books back. No.
All right, I'll run in there. Just try and figure where Boneweevil's gone.
Yeah.
So you guys run in there. David John, what are you doing to close the distance between you and the rest of the group?
Praying.
Yeah. Laying. I will take a knee after, like, I'm going to just stomp on one of the skulls and, like, the dust will just erupt from underneath my boot. I'm going to take a knee and, like, undo my chest plate just to reveal, like, a scratch on my, like, thick arm. I'm going to lay my other hand on it and say a prayer. And I'll remove my hand and the scratch is gone.
Okay, but meanwhile, you're in a crowd of the undead, so what are you doing to get out?
No, I do that in the that's among the undead.
All right. I'll say roll your defy danger then.
Like taunting them, and because I really want to make them angry.
It's working.
Yeah.
Making God angry.
Yeah. All right.
How many hit points are you?
Powering through. How many what? Oh, yeah, I got a 6, baby.
You're healing yourself in the midst of the fight.
Yeah, I'm just showing these guys that the power of the double light is far greater.
All right, so these guys are pounding on you while you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just taking more and more damage.
Yeah, and I'm like, bring it on.
Okay, you take another 8 damage.
All right. And then I kill them all. I hack and slash them down. But I have like my shirt off now, and I'm like spinning around with my sword and my shield and stomping on them.
Okay.
And I'm biting. I'm pinching where applicable.
Go
And he's
ahead.
humming a tune.
Yeah.
And he's dancing.
Yeah. God damn, this roller is broken. I guess it's okay. I got an 8.
Are you rolling 2d6? Because I remember in one of our last games.
I'm rolling 2d6 each time. I'm getting like a 1 on one of the die though.
Are you also adding your modifiers?
What's your
Yeah.
weapon?
My weapon's a +1.
What is it?
It's just a long sword. It has +1 damage.
Okay, so I'll say like you cut down one guy, spin around, like cut down a second guy, and you go to like destroy the third guy, and your sword just gets stuck in its ribs, and it's attacking you, and you have to like back away with your shield, and you're just taking blows from every corner now.
Oh shit.
So we'll cut back to Lenny.
All right.
All right. So we've now entered this other room with that Bone Weevil went into, right?
Yeah.
All right. What's the deal with this place?
So there are all these like ancient symbols along the walls, and you walk in and you see that your bag has been sort of strewn across the floor, and you're in a large room, and maybe on like the north and south sides, you come in on like the east side. There are a series of sort of like giant omega-looking symbols, some of which are inert, but others are open portals. And you just see Bone Weevil is maniacally throwing books into each portal and tearing pages out of books and like eating the pages, and trying to like take a torch and light your bag on fire.
Right, that's it.
And to like fuck up these books.
I didn't want to do this. I gotta blast him. All right, so you just hear Len yell, "Stop!" and he points the staff at him, and I'm gonna try to cast Magic Missile. I got a 4 and a 5, so that's 9 plus 2, that's 11.
Oh shit! All right, so let's say you like you blast him, and it cuts off his left arm that was like holding one of these books. And yeah. He just starts like screaming, and I'll say he falls into one of these portals and disappears.
Okay. Do you want me to roll the damage on that, or don't worry about it?
No problem.
Yeah. I think Len just runs up to kind of like and starts like kind of gathering up as much of the books as possible. And I feel he'd be very interested in what this room is and what's going on and where these portals go to. But his immediate thing is like, we've got to get these books back. And so he's just trying to.
Do you think that Bone Weevil may have thrown some of the books into some of these portals?
Oh yeah, definitely. He looks at the books and they're falling apart from the spines.
Dormin will be looking around like kind of confused. He turns to Corvid and is like, "Are we the bad guys?" Because that goblin seemed hapless, but was he part of? Would he be considered one of our party? I don't know the rules on this.
No, we ain't the bad guys. That thing was just a piece of shit. Don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you. All right, well done, Leigh.
He ripped up so many of these books. That's a shame. They're all. He scattered it all over the place. Can you guys help me gather these up? And he's kind of gathering them up and sticking it in like all these things in there. And again, he's not looking at the room around him yet. He's focused on these books.
Yeah, I can start. So, can we still hear what's going on with David John?
No.
Where we are? No? All right. Then, yeah. So, as I'm gathering these things up, Dormin will say...
So, hold on. While you're gathering these things up, you find a page that is still in the grasp of Bone Weevil's severed hand. And it was one that he was, like, grabbing out of a book to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And you, Dormin, are able to see it. And it's a page from Tormund's journal. And in it, Tormund says that he suspects that Corvid is working against him, and that Corvid wants him dead.
And Dormin finds this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, am I the only one who's read it? I will put that in my pocket. And
eat that book later.
yeah, I'll try and like very like surreptitiously put that in my pocket. And I'm not gonna say anything.
I think at exactly that time, Corvus gonna be like, yeah, Dormin, why don't you just leave that mess for Len to clean up, and why don't you help David John outside? You could probably use your help more.
Oof. So Dormin will say, well, you know, there's David John's a stout fellow, but there's a lot of skeletons out there. Maybe we should all go together. That's the way that adventurer parties work, right? All for one.
I think he'll just look over at Len, like scooping up these pages. And it's like, he might need a minute, but I got him. And he'll just like knock a bow or an arrow into his bow. Like,
I'll
don't let anything inside.
Oh, okay. How about this? Ooh. So, all right. So, is Lenny like busy like picking up papers right now?
Yeah, Len is just gathering everything up. Once he has everything up, he'll like kind of re-engage with what everybody's saying.
Okay,
but he's just kind of gathering these things up.
So
at the
what I'm
moment.
going to do is, while Lenny is gathering things up, I say, "All right, very well, Corvid. I'll go see after David John, and I'm just gonna pick up a few more pages." And as I like pick up a few of the pages next to Lenny, I'm gonna shove them into one of the portals.
Holy shit. So which one? What was it? The one that Bone Weevil came from, or no?
Let's say it is.
Okay. So you shove it in, and you feel a hand grab them out of your hand. A small, tiny hand, like a child's hand.
I'm trying to shove Lenny into the portal.
Oh, you're shoving Lenny into the portal.
I'm trying to make it look like an accident.
The pages in there. Bone Weevil is going to eat that shit up.
I mean, whatever's with Lenny might be in danger of being eaten as well, but I'm trying to, like, in my own way, like, get him out of danger.
Okay, fine. All right, so you push Lenny into the portal.
All right. Yeah, I think Lenny isn't paying enough. Len isn't paying enough attention to notice that. He's just kind of like, oh, all right. Are there any others that you see? Whoa!
I'll say, as I do it, I'll say, mistake! And I, like, shove him in, like, very obviously, though.
Okay.
Oops, I'm slipping.
So, Lenny, you pass through this portal, and suddenly you're underwater.
No. No.
Your eyes are like blinded by salt, and go ahead and defy danger.
Oh. Would you say that this is one that I'm trying to just like power my way through it, or like tough it out?
I don't know. Imagine if you were asleep and suddenly someone like threw you in a tub of water. You know, how would you react to that?
Drink deeply.
Yeah, just keep drinking until it's a tub of piss.
Yeah, I wouldn't rank that at all.
Yeah, I think I would try to. Yeah, I think I would just try to I think I'd have to just tough it out.
Okay.
Because you'd be so disoriented. My thoughts are that you couldn't be like, hold on, what's happening?
Okay, so roll plus con.
All right, I'm doing pretty well so far. I hate to jinx it. I rolled a 5 and a 5.
Oh wow! All right. So yeah, I'll say like right before you came through, you took a deep breath. You look around you and you're like, this is like paradisal tropic waters. You you've got your pack on you, oilskin pack somehow. Swim up a little bit and you're
oh geez,
yeah,
what happened?
You're spat out onto like a desert atoll where Bone Weevil is like chewing on the remains of his left arm and looking at you sourly.
And then yeah, he looks around and he yells like, Dormin, Corbin, David John, where? Oh, you. What did you do? How did you get me in here?
He takes he takes his mouth out of his arm and spits out some of the like disgusting blood in his mouth and says,
so is he chewing on the stump of his arm?
He is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he says, well, at least we'll have books to eat.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And burn, we can burn them.
And he's like, you get over here. And so I think I think we like cut away seeing Len swim toward the beach or whatever.
I'll say he still has some like pages crumpled up in his pockets and around his person that Len will be interested in.
Oh, where am I? Oh, what is going on? Oh, Mr. Bond, we've captured you. But how did you know I'm the greatest secret agent that's ever lived? No, you're not. In fact, you came in here driving an incredibly expensive car. You sat down at a craps table and proceeded to shell out hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you were wearing an incredibly expensive suit. Then you proceeded to hit on the prettiest woman here, and honestly, you made quite a scene. But how did you know it was me, and not just some wealthy playboy? Well, you see, Mr. Bond, you not only said your actual name to us, you said it in such a weird way that, yeah, we remembered it. And you repeated yourself. Well, at least I was able to seduce a sexy woman. No, Mr. Bond, you weren't. You had a crazy number of martinis and were so shithoused you didn't do anything once we got up here but just pass out and, well, I think you shit that Armani tuxedo. Oh, really double-O'd it. James Bond 2, coming this winter. That's right. We've never numbered one of these, but we're going to start with this one.
But we'll come back to David John.
Sounds right.
Taunting skeletons and healing himself even while he's being beaten to death. What are you up to, David John? Just coughing his blood up, asking God to consider.
God! Fuck, that hurts! By the light! Like, healing, summoning more light to heal himself. And, just now there aren't a whole lot of skeletons left, but they're just taking turns stabbing him. Like, like he's reaching with one hand for his sword and like the other one, but as soon as he reaches for it, like another one kind of behind his shoulder just sticks its like dagger into his ribs, and he's like, and turns around, and he's got like a lot of blades stuck in his body.
Yeah, like his clothes are more holes than clothes right now.
Yeah.
You've just been healing yourself slightly faster than they can damage you. No, not even. Like you've been losing like a few hit points every now and then.
Yeah.
And then killing them once in a while. So it's just been this awful war of attrition in which your clothes and your psyche gets like ever more torn.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really fucked up looking now though. He's got like scars on his face and shit. Like he does not look very good. But yeah, like every now and then he gets one in his hands and he just like fucking crushes it, just like squeezes it to dust, and like he's like pissing and shitting blood though at this stage.
Yeah, more so than usual.
Yeah, way more so. Okay. So that describes my situation. Is anybody else approaching me?
We are totally out of earshot of you.
Oh my god.
All right.
Like, you know where we went, though.
You went through a portal, right?
Well, we went down a long corridor before we got to a room full of portals that you haven't seen.
Yeah, you just sort of decided to stop in the middle of the hallway.
All right, I'm gonna jump down the hallway to where they were and like run away.
All right, so roll
David John.
Defy Danger plus strength.
Danger plus strength. All right. Catch up with you guys. Come on, give me something good. Awesome. All right, I got a 9.
Oh, nice. All right. So I'll say, rather than leave your longsword behind, you grab it and you jump. When you jump, you sort of like take the skeleton with me, but it crumbles into like a pile of bones when you land.
Yeah.
And you sort of smash into the room that everyone else is in, minus Len. But deep beneath the bowels of the earth, you hear this like bizarre roar, sort of building slowly up beneath you, awakened by your all of your hijinks.
Landed a little too heavy.
So you'll come into a room, and as I imagine it, Dormin and Corvid will be having a bit of a staring contest. And Dormin will say to Corvid, he'll like pull the piece of paper out of his pocket.
Was it obvious that you threw him into the portal?
You tell me, you were watching.
Oh, okay.
Probably. I mean, you're no dummy. And I'll say, Corvid, what did you have a quarrel with his master? And I'll take out the paper, and I said, what's the meaning of this?
And I think he's kind of just ignoring that page, and he still has this, the arrow knock, but it's pointed down. And he's like, I didn't have any quarrel. Do you have a quarrel with that kid? I mean, I'm not too upset. I mean, splitting in 3 ways is going to be easier than 4, but what are you playing at?
And I'll say, splitting it. I'll say, wait, is this more wisdom? Is this how you get a larger share of treasure by some form of adventuring math? Is the idea to get back to town with as few party members as possible?
Well,
I'm genuinely curious.
There's some logic to that, but it's usually good to get back to town first. Especially that was just a kid. I mean, I'm not even that cold-hearted.
What happened to Lenny?
And I'll say, Lenny is a clumsy lad. He followed his papers down, like point nondescriptly at one of the portals.
Roll.
You just hear faint screaming from the other side of the portal. Oh!
No, roll Defy Danger plus Intelligence, Dormin.
All right. What is my intelligence? Ooh, I am not a completely stupid barbarian.
Damn it.
8.
Damn it. All right, so you point at the portal and you put him in, and you're like, Lenny, Lenny is a clumsy guy, and you point at the portal, and then you're like, wait, is it that portal or is it that portal?
Oh, maybe even better, I'll point to that portal, and maybe you all just think I'm so stupid. You're like, it's probably not that one.
Basically, there's like 6 portals in the room, and there's some confusion as to which portal you push them in. Dormin's fairly certain it's like the one on the northeast corner.
Can I say, as a person, whenever you run these games, the Defy Danger 7 to 9 result is always so tough. All the time. We're always like, oh shit. Hold on.
Yeah, you get it, but you awoken an ancient evil that will forever destroy you.
Yeah. So how do I give you the thing that you did, but also somehow not fully give it? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So there's one of 2 things possibly going on here. Either Dormin's not completely sure which portal we pushed him in, but can narrow it down to 2, or the group just like fundamentally disbelieves what Dormin, which one Dormin pushed him in.
That's up to you guys. David, John, and Corvid.
So wait, I don't believe which one. I'm gonna go for the one that he's. This is the genie. So how did he fall in there?
Like I said.
Yeah, maybe Dormin
What's
starts
this about snipping the party down to size? I heard you guys chatting. I'm no fool.
And I'll say, I misunderstood. See, there was just this paper, see? And he pulls it out and he starts reading it. I believe that Corvid wishes to kill me, and I have reason to suspect he is a traitor. And that was his master. But Corvid just said that he doesn't have any quarrel with them. So, obviously, it's wrong.
Well, hold on, I didn't say I didn't have any quarrel with him. But,
All right. So we're going in after the boy. One after the other. You guys first.
All right. Dormin will go to the portal that he's pretty sure is the right one and just jump through.
Okay. I see you jump through into the wrong one.
The one that I'd already identified?
Yeah.
Is the wrong one?
That's right.
All right.
So you jump through in this like strange hard black surface with white lines painted on it. Bright lights are all around you.
It's a chessboard.
You're
You're in the living room of the Beetlejuice house.
you hear like loud noises and tons of people are dressed strangely and looking at you with like a bizarre look on their face.
Ooh, are they like at a masquerade?
Something like that.
just eyes wide shut.
I strip naked
You
immediately.
see these like towering castles of glass with moving images flitting across them. Strange lights darting through the air. You're in like the realm of pure magic.
Ooh, does this feel at all familiar to me, having come from a plane of magic in my own lamp?
Well, you came from like a plane of eternal fire, and so this is like way better. Dude, I know about Dijin. Let me tell you.
That wasn't what I mean, all right, so it's not like my old home at all. All right.
It is in that it's so different from where you are now as to be like a game changer, like wholly alien.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not where you came from.
All right. So he will sheath his sword and address the first person and says, "Hello, where am I?"
He's like, "You're in New York, baby."
Dun, dun, dun.
And then
All right.
that Alicia Keys song starts to play.
Yeah. New York.
Oh, I meant another one. Weird that you thought that. Okay, I see where you're going.
All right. So Dormin's going to. So he's going to see if he recognizes anything at all in this strange place called New York. Like any manner in which someone might be dressed, anything they might be holding, anyone who looks like a wizard or a cleric or like a fighter.
Yeah, I'll see you quickly confuse like a homeless person for a wizard. Tell me how that looks.
Oh, okay. So I'm in this bustle of people and all these bright lights. It's really quite overwhelming. As I've said, Dormin has a touch of agoraphobia, and like he finds himself in this wide street full of people, and he tries to like instinctively get towards a wall, and he's like next to this giant building, and he looks around bewilderedly, and next to him he sees this man, with a long gray beard, and a strange hood covering his head.
And Jacob's like, "The government's inside all of us, man."
And I'll go to read he has like a page of a book in front of him, but it's in a script that I can't understand. And so I'm like, and I say, kindly wizard, sir, can you tell me what land is this and how might I return?
He's like, "This is hell. You can never return.
I say,
You a genie without wishes."
All right. Dormin will like gasp.
Cut back to Len and Bone Weevil.
So give me back those pages, you. This is terrible. We're really cooked now. This is bad news. Oh, I can't even believe it. And he's like slogging out of the water to try to get to the land.
Okay, so I say you got to the land. You're trying to get these things from Bone Weevil. Is that like a parlay or a threat? Like, what are you trying to do here?
Yeah, I think he's just gonna. I mean, I just blew his arm off, so I think that's kind of a yeah, I'd say that could be a could be some kind of a parlay kind of thing of like
Okay.
you better give me those back or.
So say Bone Weevil's irresistible impulse, besides eating and destroying dogs, is to burn books and eat books. So you got to level with him on his own terms.
Mm-hmm.
So his arms are subsidiary next to his desire to chop dogs or burn books. So,
Okay.
what are you sort of like bringing to the table? Like a parlay is like you've got to give them something they want. Right?
Sure. So, yeah, I think Len's an immediate thing is like you better give me those things back, or you'll never get to taste another puppy again. Mean old puppy eater. I'll cast a spell on you that makes puppies taste like old chicken salad.
So you were basically too pissed off to offer him a carrot, so you're only offering him a stick.
Yeah, that's kind of how I think it would work out. Is he's just yelling at him. So, all right, this is +0, and I'm rolling. All right, there's my first big failure. 4.
Nice. So he's like, "You're gonna come to me and talk to me about puppies? You blew my arm off, and I bled all over most of your books." He's like, "You should be so lucky to have my blood on your books. It's like they were disgusting, and now they smell a little less bad."
Oh, now I hope the books that I got teach me about hepatitis. No,
He's like, "They won't, because that's a made-up thing. It's like everything else in your stupid books." And he's like gesticulating with his arm, which is now just continuing to display blood all over the place.
Oh boy, I just hope I can get you to keep talking and eventually just bleed out and die.
Yeah, but you might get FC in the process, all right?
Who thought that was a fake? No. It's Austin and Leigh arguing on this beach.
The liberal media.
Yeah. Let me tell you about the war. Yeah. So
he takes like a few of the last remaining pages, rolls them up into a bloody ball, and stuffs them in his mouth and starts chewing on them.
Yeah. I think for just the sake of this kind of being kind of continuing, I think Len like runs up to kick him, and Bone Weevil kind of like moves out of the way, and that's when Len really realizes like where it's like. He's kind of all wet, and he's kind of trying to shake himself off and get some of the sand off of his feet, and he looks around and he's like, "Where am I?" He's just really trying to figure out now, like, where the hell did I end up? He knew something changed, but he thought maybe he fell in like a pool of water or something, chasing this goblin.
You're
but now
it's like
nope.
Desert island, like a small desert island, like 10 feet around.
Oh, like a shitty like comic strip cartoon island?
Yeah, in a tropical ocean, and like 2 suns are overhead.
Oh, jeez.
Let's go back to sorry, I just fucking four-named star character here.
His name is Drambin.
David John.
What do you have to do, John?
I'm just gonna charge through the same portal that he went through.
Yeah, I think Corvid is like, I don't think that was the same portal. I don't know.
Wait, which portal? You're going through the same portal that Dormin went through?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you bust through, and you're just like in Times Square.
Shit. This is a strange place.
Yeah, this actually is almost identical to the last time you did the satanic weed. You know, like at flashbacks.
Oh my god. Yeah. I walk. I see people smoking in this place, in this realm.
Not that you're smoking, it's like you had visions of this shit. Like last time you were getting high.
Oh my god. I've traveled beyond the veil.
Yeah.
Into the realm.
You dishonored yourself and your god.
Oh no. I don't even know if the double light reaches this realm.
No. There's only one sun in this place.
Oh my god.
It's a shitty one.
Yeah.
Always global warming up everything over here, you know?
Alright, well I'm gonna walk around and like look for some some food and like find a hot dog cart, I guess.
Yeah.
Good.
Say like 15 minutes later, you're like munching on some halal food. Beg off someone on account of your horrific wounds, and they took pity on you.
Yeah.
And you walk by, and you hear Dormin and some homeless person engaged in a protracted conversation.
Oh, by now I've sat down next to
about
him.
magic.
Yeah, I've sat down next to him. I'm like eagerly listening to everything he says. Like, and I'm like, you come in on me saying, so you're saying it is possible for me to return to my people, to my family in the lamp? And I'll be like stroking it on my belt.
He's like, yeah, but first you gotta go through back that old portal you came through. You know, you don't want to get through the wrong portal. They're closing and opening all the time. Could happen at any moment.
Oh, excuse my friend here. He is very foolish and mistaken.
David John, you followed.
I have. Yes. What land is this called? Person.
Oh, this place is hell.
Dirt person.
Yes, we have entered hell, David John. Can your God protect us here?
Like, your God doesn't belong here, and neither do you.
I say,
I'm
sorry, David John. I know you was the source of your powers.
I'm gonna try to heal myself, and
It doesn't work.
oh my god, God is dead.
I'll say, wise wizard, have you seen a small pubescent boy, a male human boy?
I wish I had.
I say, I do as well. And I'll say, he was carrying a stack of books. They looked completely unvaluable to you and me, but he was very fond of them.
What did the kid look like? Tell me more about that.
He had fair skin and wavy. Oh, I actually don't know what he looks like. Want to chime in there, Len?
Yeah, he's
You're muted.
Leonard the Learned, or Len as he calls himself, just looks like McLovin from Superbad.
All right,
but like
there you
12 years old rather than however the hell old those kids were supposed to be.
There you go. He has a learned aspect about him.
I'd remember a kid that pale and those lips. I'd remember that.
I'll nod and say, very well. It seems he has gone ahead of us. And I'll say, wise wizard, do you know of any way we might be reunited with our companions?
So you just go back through that portal you came through.
I'll bow graciously and say, is there any quest you would give of me? You've helped me so much. Is there anything I can do for you? Are you in need of any aid?
I'm in need of $2.
I'll say, who amongst these people has taken your dollars?
It's like government, all right? De Blasio, for one. Let me talk about that for a second.
Point me to this de Blasio, and I will retrieve your $2.
He just points to an ugly man on the Times Square television.
But wait, he's as big as Dormin.
I'll say, very well.
He's like, surely you got some money you can give me, you know? You do like 15 minutes of my time here.
I'll say, oh, money?
Or that halal food at least.
Got an extra bite here. Helpful dirt person.
Ooh, is there anything like that looks valuable around here that I could just take?
In Times Square? I mean, not that's like not already belonging to someone else or like on a giant television somewhere.
Cause I have an incredible thirst for anything valuable. But
you could steal something from someone easily. There's like hundreds of people there.
Yeah, I don't know if stealing really is his speed. He just like started a melee with everyone in Times Square. All right, he's gonna prioritize getting back. And he's gonna say, but I will return to this place. Clearly, it's full of wonders.
It's full of shit. I'll tell you that much.
And shit, verily. God, this is the most paladin barbarian that's ever lived. All right, I'll say back through the portal. That sounds easy enough.
Mm-hmm. Just remember the password. De Blasio sucks.
De Blasio sucks. All right. And he'll say, "Come, David John. Let's make sure the young boy is all right."
Yeah. You say hello to the young boy for me.
Yes, we'll find our way back.
And what was your name, learned wizard?
Oh, my name's Dan.
Dan. Very well, Dan. All right, I'm going to try and retrace my steps.
Yeah,
Every few feet, I'll say, De Blasio sucks.
Yeah, so like you walk 5 steps and you see a glowing portal, and you walk right through it. You're back in the original portal room.
Awesome.
Corvid, you're like alone in the portal room. How are you enjoying your time?
Yeah, I think maybe when Dormin's coming back, you see him like Corvid's like tying like a rope to maybe there's like a statue or something in here to like anchor him.
Clever.
To, like venture into this portal.
Oh, nice.
Like,
So you were about to walk into the portal, but now you don't have to.
Yeah. It's like, oh, good. You decided? Did you find Len?
I say, I found a wizard far more powerful than our young friend. And he has a message for Len. He says, "Hi."
And De Blasio sucks.
He'll nod sagely.
These words of power no world has ever known before.
I'll say, but why are you still here, Corvid? Did you lose your nerve?
No, I'm not jumping into no place that I don't know where it's going. I was gonna tie this here.
I'll say, very well. If it wasn't this one, it was probably this one, and I'll jump in the one next to it.
Yeah, maybe he like, all right, and then you just jump in. It's like, God.
Yeah. I'll say the portal opens for a second and dumps out a ton of water, but then Dormin has just disappeared. Corvid, you've tried out a few of the different portals, not in terms of like walking through them, but like sticking a stick through or like something like that. And some of them you're like, oh, this is a portal that's just full of fire. I'm glad I didn't step through this portal. Or like this portal, it seems to sever whatever I put in it in half, you know? And so, or like makes it really tiny and it doesn't get better when I pull it back into this world. So yeah, there's like 3 portals that you're like, this is a bad idea. I'm glad I didn't go through these. They would have certainly destroyed me. All right. Meanwhile, Lenny, you're sitting there arguing with Bone Weevil, and not too long later, Dormin washes up on your shore.
Oh, geez. Oh, sir. Oh, I'm glad you found me. Oh. Here, and he if he like seems to be struggling at all, Len will try to help him up.
Yeah, he'll accept his help, sure. He'll get up and he'll say, "Is this? So I see you found New York."
He goes, "I don't know if that's what this place is called. It looks like an island."
Yes, these portals lead to New York. I've already determined this.
Oh, okay. Well, the island of New York. Okay. A man in a hat getting a tan. Huh. You'll get that one later. Anyway, well, you came through.
Lenny, just listen.
Oh, sorry. I zoned out there.
I know you're confused. I know you're scared, but you have to listen to me. I met a powerful wizard, and he has a message for you. Dan says hi.
Oh, who's Dan, sir?
He's a seer. He knows about the portals. He can direct us. He's probably the king of this world.
Bomu was nodding sagely.
Oh, geez. Well, maybe we better talk to him. So you were able to come through, and this is, I think, where Len is going to try to really get his bearings and try to figure out, based on where Dormin came through, based on kind of like the light that's there and what he's read in some of these books, especially the books about like magical theories.
Yeah.
Like figure out what the hell's going on.
That seems like. I think that's a spout.
Awesome. Cool. And am I able to use knowledge from one of those books?
Absolutely, you are.
Awesome. Cool. It's about knowledge.
Each time you flip a page, though, like you're slapping Bone Weevil's remaining hand away.
Yeah. Get out of here. All right, I got a 4 and a 6, so I got a 10 plus 2 plus 1.
Oh, great.
Pretty good.
So basically,
Dan's just a hobo. What are you talking about?
yeah, hepatitis C is real.
Hepatitis C is real. It's a serious issue. It's curable now, but listen, it's still a serious thing.
Mm-hmm. And it takes a lot of effort to cure. No. So the Hollow Hill was an ancient civilization, and it's sort of like ancient Rome. 100 years after it was sacked, right? Imagine like a society at its pinnacle of technological and magical prowess, right? That's the Hollow Hill. And so these portals connected it to every other place in the world and realms beyond. You are in a realm beyond. You can still get back to the capital, but the connections are spotty. And so the longer you spend in this place that you're in, the more likely you are to be stranded forever.
All right, Dormin. We better get back. We can leave this little stinker here.
I
He's
say,
like, I'm gonna go with you if the books are going.
He's like,
No dogs on this island, am I right?
he's like, I don't know about that. Let's
I'll
go.
You already cut my arm off. What more do you want?
I want my books back, stinker.
He's like, hold on a second, and he'll gesticulate out to you, and he holds his arm out, and then he extends one finger out to your hand, like he wants you to pull it.
Oh, and he'll look around and he'll eventually pull it.
Yeah, he'll just start vomiting up desiccated pages of books.
It's weird that these got desiccated inside you. I don't know how goblin stomachs work. But okay.
Yeah, you think they should.
Yeah. Odd that your insides are drier than your outsides.
What kind of Shut up. Have you ever tried eating dogs all day? Do you know how hairy they are?
There is a lot of hair all over this. I'll give you that.
Tell you what, pull all this dog hair out of my throat nodules, and then we can talk.
Oh, I think there's a collar that just says like Lil Lindy, and I'm like, oh geez. Anyway,
I say Dan would never have debased himself this way.
Again, I don't know about any of this. We got to get back though, or we're gonna get trapped here.
I say, very well. Since this creature has outlived his usefulness and is not a part of our crew, I should just kill him, yes?
Wait, I am a part of your crew. Have you considered that, Genie?
No, Corvid said you're not, as I take my sword out of its sheath.
But I say that Corvid is not, and I am. Have you ever thought about that?
I don't think he's a part of our crew, but I don't know if you need to kill him.
That sounds like someone who's not a part of our crew would say, am I right?
All right, Dormin, let's go. This guy's a stinker. I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
I say, you wizards. I've worked with your kind for untold millennia, and I still don't understand you. He'll sheathe the sword again and says, very well, lead the way. That's at least something I'm good at.
All right. Yeah. And then if we can get back, if we just are able to walk back? I didn't know if it was like a portal that's it's 25 feet in the air.
It's underwater, so you swim back. But,
the whole time we're underwater, you see these bubbles coming out of my mouth, and I'm mouthing 2 words over and over again.
Fuck de Blasio.
De Blasio sucks.
Nice. That's the portal. That's how you activate portals at this point.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right. So you're all spit back out in the portal room. I will say, just as sort of an establishing shot on the next game, assuming we have one, is DJ, your character is a linchpin in that you're a mysterious liege seems to have something over you. In your case, you feel this sort of ineffable loyalty to them for them sparing your life when you were still in the Thieves Guild. And as a result, you've agreed that, like, not only will you kill the Black Stallions, but also you'll kill anyone in your group who contributes to that.
Anyone who contributes to the Black Stallions?
No, like, you'll kill your group, basically.
Oh, wow.
Wait, you mean
Yeah.
like leave no loose ends type thing?
Exactly.
Whoa, wild stuff. And what a crazy ride of an ending there. Dungeon World, The Hunt for the Black Stallions is Alex, Carl, Leigh, the game master, David, and Austin. Additional music for this episode includes Quaalude by Kaupe. Dungeon World is a game by Sage Latorra and Adam Koebel. Be sure to join us in 2 weeks for another episode of This American Dice Presents Dungeon World, The Hunt for the Black Stallions. All right, till then, be careful, everybody. Things are getting crazy in this game. There's like bone weevils. He's gonna eat my bones, maybe? I don't know. Hey, everybody. If you could please rate, review, and subscribe to our show on your favorite podcatcher, it would really help This American Dice. And for every 5-star review we receive, we'll read it on air. Join us next week for another episode of This American Dice.